In that main event, Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman, their rematch is going down. How do you see that one playing out?
You know, people forget, you know, they discredit because of the fact that Colby, you know, really hurt his jaw, that Colby got finished, and it was, you know, they discredit the fact that it was 2-2 going into that fifth round. I think Kamaru Usman is now the #1 pound for pound guy in the world, and I think he deserves to be in that spot. But I do think Colby Covington poses a lot of threats and poses a very tough test. But Kamaru, knowing the way that he trains, the way that he lives his life, I guarantee he is focused and he is prepared for this fight. So I think Kamaru comes out with the win again. But I do think, you know, we're all going to get an entertaining fight. I'm going to go out there, finish Justin Gaethje, and then hopefully sneak out there and get a front row seat.
Right now, you know, I think it's one of the bigger fights that can be made, because Colby, regardless of anything, is still a polarizing figure, and he's a guy that gets people talking, he gets people reacting, and he's a good fighter. But Usman's at his best right now, so it's very hard to pick against Usman. But Colby, I feel like, you know, he's seen him already in the octagon once. He kind of knows what he's dealing with this time around, and so that can be an advantage. It's not always an advantage, don't get me wrong. We saw Vettori and Adesanya, you know, and Adesanya handled Vettori the second time, I thought, easier than the first time. And, you know, that's my guy, Vettori, you know. And great win, shout out to Vettori, Marvin, won his win last week. But nonetheless, that can also work against you. You know, Usman can, you know, may come out sharper and may be onto what Colby's doing. So we'll see. It's a fight worth having, though. I mean, I think it's a sellable fight. I think people will want to see it. And Usman's at his best right now. Usman is one of the top overall fighters in MMA right now, not just at that weight.
I feel like it'll play out like the last one, when you have two like high-level wrestlers. They're obviously not going to. It's too hard to take each other down, or they know it uses too much energy, so it kind of turns into a striking match or a kickboxing match. And yeah, Usman's just looking better and better. He's working with Trevor Whitman, who's just an absolute wizard. So, yeah, like his striking is looking even better. So I feel like he's going to put on an even more impressive performance.
UFC 268, Colby versus Kamaru, their rematch. How do you see that playing out?
Like Kamaru. Kamaru takes him. Kamaru's grown so much as a fighter, and I don't think Colby has. Colby is going to rely on his cardio. Wasn't enough last time. It's not going to be enough this time. Kamaru is going to, I think, make it look a lot easier.
I think that obviously, yeah, everyone wants to see that. The last fight was, I mean, legendary. I thought about that one for a long time, you know. And Colby, you know, Colby's got the skills. He's got the skills. But, I mean, Usman really, like, stepped it up recently. With that performance against Masvidal, it's like one of those things where, oh, man, he just went from, like, a wrestler that kind of can punch, but to, like, a scary striker, too.
Yeah, Colby Covington Incorporated, you know, mixed with MMA Masters has never been better. You know, this is Colby Chaos Covington 2.0, and you're seeing a new version of myself every single day. I step in the gym, and I'm getting better every single day, and I haven't even hit my full potential. So Dana White sees that, and he knows what's coming. He knows I'm the best welterweight on the planet right now, and, you know, we're going to go settle that in the octagon soon.
I know all your fans are excited to see you back and return to that octagon, but after training with MMA Masters for some time now, what aspect of your game do you think that you improved the most on?
You know, I would say all around. It's tough to say one particular area because my jiu-jitsu has gotten so much higher. My takedowns are such another level because I have Daniel Valverde. You know, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt and he's a judo black belt. So I'm learning on trips and sweeps and like a lot of body lock stuff that I didn't know before in wrestling. Wrestling, I'm just shooting on the legs and I'm taking guys down. Now I'm like getting foot sweeps, I'm getting suplexes, and, you know, my finishing skills and my submissions are a lot better now. So, you know, there's a reason that, you know, American Top Team and Dan Lambert reached out to Daniel Valverde, and they paid him to come over there and help instruct them because he's the best jiu-jitsu guy in the world, and they wanted his knowledge and back in the day, and now he's got his own gym, and I'm thankful that we're able to team up together, and the best is yet to come. You haven't seen anything yet.
Yes, absolutely. Now, speaking of the fight this weekend, though, that rematch between Usman and Masvidal, you told me a few weeks ago you think that Usman beats Masvidal again, but when you fight Usman again, how do you see that fight playing out for yourself?
Yeah, I see myself finishing Usman if we fight again, but, To be honest, I think he's going to retire. I think after this weekend he retires. He knows what's ahead of him now. He knows I'm the next up for him, and he knows he can't beat me. He's been in there with me. He knows how tough I am in there. He's been in there with George, and he knows how easy it is, so that's why he's taking this easy paycheck again when George hasn't done anything to earn this fight. He lost 50-43, and then he sat on the sideline for a year ducking me, and then all of a sudden he gets to fight for a title again. So something's not adding up. I just honestly think that Usman and Masvidal are going to retire before ever having to fight me because they know what's going to happen. The embarrassment that goes, the public embarrassment. They don't want to get embarrassed in front of the whole world, and that's what I would do to them.